We are so back, ladies and gentlemen. Dopa on buff Twisted Fate. It seems like it's just the good old times. You got the trio. Me, Dopa, Twisted Fate. And he's been getting so many buffs recently. Flat 20 seconds off the ultimate cooldown. He got multiple Q buffs earlier, E buff. TF is probably going to be pick or ban come MSI. It's a tier 1 in pro play, which means in solo queue, it's just S plus tier. There's been no better time to jump in and play Twisted Fate than now. Dopa's back. I'm here with ya. Jump in. I like to do a more one-shot Twisted Fate with Ludens, which Dopa's been trialing, but to not much success. The Roa setup just seems a lot better. Enter a Talon here. We're going for the Electrocute, the Ignite. Unsealed Spellbook, by the way, is much better if you're running into things like the Victor, harder matchups, mage matchups. But into these short-range champs, Electrocute and Ignite. I mean, in your lower elo games, this is probably going to be the better pick as always. In lower elo, I always encourage people not to run Teleport, not to run Unsealed Spellbook, just because most of the time you ain't going to be using it, right? Electrocute and Ignite is piss easy.
이거 진짜 아닌데?
This lane early. The number one trick to beating Talons I've found. I will always beat a Talon if I don't die to him at level 2 or 3. So my goal is to not die to level 4, and then usually I win the game. The only way I ever lose to a Talon is when I get cheesed like an absolute low elo degenerate. Which I am actually at the moment, by the way. But I haven't really been try-harding in solo queue, as you guys know.
때리지 마, 대포야.
I will be making a return to Korean Challenger at some point. Hey, yo! Dopa. He's actually very highly ranked at the moment on the Chinese super server, making a little bit of a resurgence. A lot of people that are asking me about the map. True, this is an old VOD. The map is... It's not blue, it's the old... In China, they didn't really fuck with the Spirit Blossom event. I ain't gonna lie. They don't like the colors. They don't really like it, bro. So the super server just said, hey, you know what? Back to normal we go. Because the super server does whatever the hell they want. I don't know why. Talon is going to try and cheese a base. Dopa's on top of this. He is not basing unless he wants to. Double Ruby Crystal. Ooh. Look at this Talon trying to cheese. Just what I said. Don't die to the cheese. Win the game. Italy getting a good gank. Shove one more. Q will be one-shotting backlines at level 5.
근데 이러면 탈론 집 안 가는데 이거.
Spoiler, by the way. T1 have qualified for MSI. I was telling you guys at the start of the year, I'm a little bit nervous for T1. But secretly, I've been giving them plot armor, so to speak. Because every time I doubt T1, they win. And every time I support T1, they lose. So I've been playing a little bit of reverse psychology to save League of Legends and save T1. When Faker inevitably retires or dies, and everybody remembers him and his legacy, they not only will remember just him, but they'll remember me as well. In that, without me, there probably was no Faker, some people might say. I snap out of my delusions. We're almost level 6 and we haven't based. Dopa is notorious for getting level 5 bases so that he, as he hits level 6, has spent his gold and can ult instantly. But we're hitting level 6 here without basing, which is interesting for Dopa to do. Because he hasn't been able to get that base off. He goes for it now. Does he get AP or does he just get the Catalyst? Catalyst too valuable. Into the boots.
탈론을 조심해.
You could have went for something like a Blasting on Dark Seal. But that's okay. He goes for the safe option into a Talon so he doesn't get one shot. Stat-wise, we've got Senna, we've got Nidalee. I think we've got a great team composition. Enemy team have a little bit more of a brawl. They've got Echo, Talon, Leona. I mean, not a bad comp at all. In China, a lot of the times, the better skirmishing comps will just win.
이거는 내가 바텀에 궁 쓸까봐 지금 바텀 내려가는 거거든요.
Twisted Fate does very well in China because
근데 저걸
they're
당해주네.
fighting at every point. There's not a server that fights more than the Chinese super server. They have the highest like amount of kills and deaths in every server, which is crazy to think. We go for target focus on MF. See you later, and we get 2 kills, 1 assist. I really wish we got the Dark Seal, but I'm not gonna sit here and backseat somebody
그때 궁을 쓸 수 있는
that I haven't
타이밍이
beaten.
정해져
So
있어
I'm gonna sit here and
얘들아.
backseat
너네
and say,
그렇게 힘
look,
찍으면서
Dark Seal would have went fucking crazy, but
계속해봤자
it's
특패
fine.
궁 빨리 못 와.
Shove this in. Senna goes mid. The classic Dopa switch and swap. Don't know if Senna's too happy about it. Trying to look to stop
방금 이제
the
제가 이
echo,
라인을
but that's
다
going to be
안
a
내려고
7-minute
바텀에 궁 쓰는
roller.
거는 있을 수가 없는 일이에요.
Do we wait 10 gold for
그냥
Dark
그 라인 다
Seal?
밀 때까지 바텀이 기다려야 되는 거지.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
늦게 가서 결과가
And
안
Dopa's been playing
좋아도
pretty
특패
sporadically
잘못이
on the
아닙니다,
Korean
이런 거는.
server. He normally takes like a 7-day break. He'll come and do decay games and then take another
Yeah.
break. It's kind of a weird setup, but Dopa's always done that. He never hard spam games since maybe like season 7 in Korea, because as we all know, hey,
Okay.
frick you, buddy. As we all know, guys, just spamming 20 games a day
뭘
is
피겠다고, 네가
so
지금?
bad mathematically for climbing. If you want to max your climb, what do? You play short bursts of games in small sessions. You dodge games with bad comps, or where you're on a champion or role you're not comfortable with. And you take breaks on lost sprees. Like, that's how you climb. It takes time and patience. Is it boring and non-manly?
에코가
Yes.
보이면 늦게 가자 늦게.
But will being high elo
안
gain you the
캐는
respect
것도
of your friends and possibly females? No, no one cares. No one cares about your rank more than you. But if you're somebody like me who's wasted around about 15 years of his life, if I was to be bronze, like, if my friends are like, oh, you play League of Legends for a living, you know, you must be good. And I'm like, well, actually, I'm bronze. That would take me out. I don't know if I could live with myself. So that's why, of course, I can just simply say I beat Faker. And that's pretty much all I need to say. Faker is the GOAT of esports, not just League of Legends, esports. There will be no one to ever surpass Faker in esports. I will sit here and defend it to the day I die. He is esports, and he's going to MSI, and he will never die, and he will never retire. Please, God.
아 그냥 미드 갈게. 시간 로스 되는 것도 아까워.
We have ult. Doesn't need to use it. Echo just running it. 202. CS per minute is alright, but we've been all over the map, so we haven't really been able to get massive numbers. Very aggressive setup. He goes for the Scorched setup. I did a video on it when he played it on his Korean account. This electrocute Scorched setup. Just pure because they buffed a lot of TF's damage, guys, and electrocute damage. You can get so much extra pressure and solo kills with damage setups right now.
그 전엔 움직일 수 없어.
Back to base.
미드 한 렙 더 해야 되는데 이거.
No. 2 levels on Talon. Twisted Fate into Talon matchup's quite easy, if I'm honest. If you, as I said, if you don't die early, you're just gonna scale better and be able to gold card him. You can reveal him in his ultimate. It's such an easy matchup. Oh my god, Dopa! Scream! Movement speed boots and an amp tome. Absolutely wonderful.
어차피 제 궁이 바텀에 떨어질 수도 있기 때문에 상대도 바텀에선 더 안 할 거고.
Talon has a Ghostblade rush.
미드 이득 더 봐야겠다.
This matchup won't become good or playable for him until he hits Edge of Night. Will Dopa throw and land his ultimate? Doesn't need to. Throws it bot side. He's going to look for the MF. He's going to go in really slow. Straight to the MF. We take her down. When you play Twisted Fate and you think about Dopa, patience is the #1 thing in your brain. You don't, like... With all of that, you could have used your ultimate on the Talon. You could have ulted straight away before the Braum ult. It's all about a waiting game, and like, you don't waste your flash, you just take the game slowly as it happens. And you'll find a really like clear calmness playing this style. I think... Oh my god, Dopa Daddy, that was a little bit risky. Yeah, you get really zen with this style, I'll be honest. Don't listen to space gliding music, you know? Don't listen to Draven music. If you listen to music at all. I listen to music when I play League because I play so much and for so long that if I didn't, I probably wouldn't still be around. That's the honest, like, truth. Like, I would for sure play better without music, but I just, for my own safety, I have to play music. I have to play things I'm enjoying. If I hear enemy team double kill, on a rampage, and I'm just sitting there in silence, it's not looking good for me, you know? Especially if it's a Monday. Going in on the Talon, quiet, can't quite get it. Ooh, not quite. You get so much movement speed with your Boots of Swiftness. You put that lane ward against roaming champions like Talon. I remember, he did it against me. That essentially just tracks your base timing and what way you're swaying in the lane. It influences a lot of the information you're going to get. That yellow ward is great in lane. Against things like Xerath that are going to try and poke you from long distance. Against global roamers. Like, it's great. It's not great every single game though. You need to know when it's good and when it's not.
에코가 미드 한번 올만한데 칼부에서.
Another plate, thank you very much. A massive change in TF, since some of you guys might have played it, is that the W is an auto attack reset now. So like, auto glocking you auto and then into the W, like you can get really big surprise attacks off with this shit. Like, real TF players will know what I'm talking about. Like, but that auto attack reset is a big new mechanic that's been on TF for like a year now or something. Like, it's super strong. You have to know about it, as our ultimate is back up. Dude, TF is so strong right now. They can't just take 20 seconds off his ultimate. Plus buff his damage like the last few patches. What are they doing?
이거 잡아줄 걸 그랬네.
Popsy Ignite?
올라프한테 써야 되는데.
I mean, please, he's healing! No!
아, 진짜.
He played that so bad.
아.
He needed the Ignite for the Olaf to stop the healing. It's fine. It's okay, Dopa. It's okay, big bro. A little bro. Step bro. Whatever you want. And as we take a second to die, I'll take a second to say I've been doing some IRL streams lately, a little bit of content outside. I did a cooking stream recently with my assistant. I'll be putting it up soon. Normally be doing it on my live stream, but also on my vlogging channel called Indoor Boy. I'll be doing some golf streams as well. Intro over there. As I try and look for a way out of League of Legends as my channels fall off. Please, Lord, baby Jesus, save me. This is the weird... So he has gone Storm Surge second. He really is testing out a bunch of new setups. Because, of course, usually you're going for Lich Bane. But bro goes Storm Surge, which is just really bizarre. But gives you a lot of extra burst and movement speed. But a lot of less damage, I would say. A lot less tower taking. You're really just looking for movement speed and poke with Qs, but I'm not gonna doubt it. Don't judge a book by its cover. Although I really don't like that saying, don't judge a book by its cover. I think you can judge a book by, like, a book pretty easily by its cover, you know?
여기 뭐가 오고 있지 않았나요? 한 마리가?
9 CS per minute here. I think TF is hovering around 51%. I wouldn't be surprised after MSI gets nerfed. But if you are getting into these Twisted Fates because of the increased pick rate, don't forget picks like Silas do really, really well.
예, 모르겠다. 혼자 해라.
Oriana does terrifically. Any mage that is like a little bit longer range will take out a Twisted Fate. Time is ultimate cooldowns. If you're able to get the exact cooldowns of TF ult, which is not very hard by the way, if you just look up the tooltip. After every ult, say this amount of time till TF ult. If you type that in your team chat or ping the ult, like, versing a TF will increase your win rate massively. Every time his ult comes up, spam the team. Be careful. Will they be careful? Probably no. But that's not your problem. You've warned them. That was probably one of the biggest things I found versing high-name players like Chovy, Faker, you know, Dopa, Rookie, Nemesis, Doinby, you know, all these people that I versed. They're very, very good at knowing your timers. So it makes it almost really hard to get advantages. Where I'm to verse a noob, right? In Diamond or something, like, they're not really playing around my cooldowns or my strengths or weaknesses. Like, they're just kind of playing the game and not thinking. When you verse these high-level players, it is just freaking impossible to get advantages over them. Because it just seems like they know your steps before you make them. Also good at pattern recognition. They'll be able to really track down your style of lane very, like, it felt like Faker downloaded me in like 10 seconds of movement on the first wave. Like, I felt like I'd been downloaded. It's really bizarre. But as you do your first trades, they really just, it's like boxing, right? In the first couple of minutes of boxing, boxers just like do a little bit of punches, get the reach out, kind of download their opponent. People do that in League too, man. And you gotta start taking note of how people trade. Do they trade aggressively here? Do they dodge down, up? What are they doing? Like, you can take all these small things to try and increase your advantage of winning. At the end of the day, the best way to increase your chance of winning is knowing the champion you play. Not the opponent, just knowing the champion you play to perfection. That's your best way of climbing. After that, yes, all the other shit I just said. I don't really fuck with Olaf here, man. I might just run. Yeah. What a champion. Don't. Just play very slow, Mr. Dopa. Senna, can we have it? Thank you. Yeah, you don't have to bother with learning all the pattern recognition. Like, if you haven't learned your own champion against every champion, then start there. League of Legends is a game that takes thousands of hours to get not shit at, which is why it's so addicting. I always tell people that play League of Legends to start playing golf. It's a good way to get out of the house, and it's also a game that takes years to suck at. It's very addictive. You'll enjoy it, trust me. If you guys don't know how to play golf or think it's expensive, it's not. Pick up a cheap set of clubs, or even rent a club when you go. Just walk a course, hit a few balls, maybe go to the golf range, hit a few balls. Get a lesson or two. Just head out and then just enjoy it, man. And eventually, you either like it or not. It doesn't need to be expensive, doesn't need to be too serious. It's a good sport. I like to play on the weekend with my buddies. Have a few beverages and hit a couple balls. It's a nice way to get out. Are you going to get a team fight? Dopa really likes to play team fights from the back and just use gold card to peel his carries. So he's just super scared of Olaf here, so he's protecting the center. Sometimes playing TF on protect is better than playing it on attack. Just kiting for your team, gold card if they misstep. And I think we misstepped here. We're able to get this Olaf just. I don't like the way he played it, but... Dodge, dodge, dodge. Moves in. Did not need to do that.
이거 진짜 근데 보호대 무조건 사야 돼 빨리.
Has to get that hourglass, right? Against an Olaf, against an Echo.
화장실 가고 싶어.
Hourglass rapid fire cannon will probably be full build, but
걸릴 것 같은데.
gonna take a minute. Enemy Talon has Edge of Night and the Olaf, so your target focus is quite hard. Misfortune has Muramana and Static Shiv. Static Shiv Black Cleaver for the center. Just love the meta we're in right now, Riot Games. Really good job with that.
와 이거 저만 있으면 딱 한 방인데 지금. 진짜 이거 딱 딜인데. 먹고 걸면 되겠는데?
Okay, Atacon. We have level 16 as well, which means level 3 TF ult. TF ult here should be like a minute, maybe. I tried a full cooldown reduction TF ult the other day. Ascension or whatever. Oxymark. Malignance. Ultimate Hunter. I had a 30-second TF ult. Was it good? No. Terrible. Was it fun? Yes. I did notice... Ooh. Senna goes down.
이게 근데 애매한데 가게. 크샨테는
K'Sante wants to flank, but I think it's bad.
다 죽을 것 같아.
Haven't yet seen a Beifang versus Dopa on the Super Server. It's probably happened, but it's so hard to get VODs these days. We'll be taking the red buff for ourselves, heading up top lane. One of the best reasons TF does well is because you're able to side lane and regroup with your shitty teammates at all points, right? Most of the time. Like, how many times do you go to the side lane and your team just all engage and you lose the game and they go, where was that mid laner? He's in the side lane. Like, being able to ultimate in rather than TP, let's be honest, you just do it. It's way more often that you're able to do it. And your team throws games way less often. It's such a good ult. Misfortune goes down. Immediately goes down, but Olaf also goes down. Dopa's gonna look for the Echo.
이거 뛸거 같아 안 되겠어. 얘 한번 잡아야겠어.
Echo can ult to dodge TF card, but now he has no ult, so we're gonna go straight in. CC'd. CC'd. I mean, the play works, won't criticize. We move on. 7 stacks on the Darksteel. I'd love to see it Medjai's. We missed a few cannons this game. I would not lie to you. Yeah, the minute's still solid. Probably like 800 gold from his passive.
돈이나 더 벌어야겠다.
Bro, Storm Surge is such a bizarre... I've like almost never seen Dopa run it. But here he is.
이 보호대를 분야로
Something to do with the Talon, maybe?
연사포를 해야 되는데.
Red card Andy. I mean, bro has been trolling this game, I'll be honest.
올라프 만날까봐 무서워.
He's been mainly running the Crime City Tweet TF skin, and now he started to run the High Noon. And I always do, and I'm going to give him like a little bit of leeway here. I always do have a bit of issue with picking the wrong card when I switch between TF skins.
한번 빼야 돼.
Oh, that's a
아니 왜
good Leona
아무치한테 그냥
ult.
쏘네 감으로.
Massive MF ult. And we're just going to slow kite it. Gold card onto the Echo. Oh, we have the Zhonya's, baby. We are good. We are good. We are good. 11, 2, and 8. Talon, does he get the wave? He gets the mid lane wave, but there's a bot lane wave sitting there.
이거 가자 이게 맞다.
They're gonna go for the Baron instead. 26 minutes into the game. And like, you have to admit, he's made several mistakes this game, but smooth, methodical, twisted fate. It's so easy to have games like this. 11, 2, and 9, you're still dealing damage. People always say, boring, TF doesn't do anything, TF can't carry. Like, TF can carry, bro. Just your TF can't carry. Zhonya's, Medjai's. Probably like, what, 500 base movement? 490 base MS? Like, that's... Don't need the rapid fire, do you, baby?
탈론? 이 정도면?
So the reason for no rapid fire this game is obviously, look at their team composition and tell me, why do you need extended range? You don't. Think about why you're buying shit. I hate people that just insta-force into like rapid fire cannon, like the wrong... Oh! MF? One shot, bang. You do damage! You do damage! Stop thinking TF, you can't one-shot people. Don't be a little kitty cat. Mid lane down, bot lane inhibitor down. Look how much damage you do with the Lich Bane blue card. It's like 1,000 damage to these structures. You're probably looking to sell your Storm Surge for Death Cap. If I were to sit here and do maths, they didn't call me the human calculator at school, they call me the human tripod. But I can still do pretty quick math, and I'm going to say with Death Cap, we're at around about 800 ability power. We could sell now. No sell is wild. I don't think the maths will support not buying Death Cap here.
아니 특패가 그리고 템칸이 꽉 차고 나면 돈이 더 빨리 벌려. 그때부터 진짜 돈이 남아 돌기 시작해. 여기서부터
30 minutes into the game. Doesn't need the Void either, because the only person with magic resist, I believe, is the Olaf. Dopa. Will we look for the one-shot ultimate? Checks the bush. No one's there. Nice, slow, methodical game. You don't want to be grouping up with the team. Ooh. You don't want to be grouping up with the team. You want to be in the side lanes, pushing for the end, and then regrouping with ultimate. There you go. This is the exact macro you guys should be doing to close. If you get collapsed on, your team is going to absolutely romp their base. And if they don't, then you're going to... Oh my god! And if they don't, you're just going to slowly take away their towers. What a nice chilled game today to watch with you all. It really did remind me of old times back where this channel started. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Twisted Fate is buffed right now. Dopa is spamming it. You got plenty of different options. Definitely a bunch of different styles. You guys can put your own flavor and twist on it. But overall, Twisted Fate's a great pick right now. Jump in, enjoy it. Hopefully you enjoyed the VOD. Thank you for hanging out with me, guys. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a thumbs up. But until next time, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.